It is Friday, October 30, and it's the morning, just getting started. I have been working into the evening, into the darkness every day to try to get my rail bent so that on Monday I can pull all this rail out and we can begin excavation on the rest. So this is the home stretch. There's a little crossbar right here that shows how close I am to parallel, meaning that I still have to straighten these two pieces of track out. They don't quite terminate where they need to, and that's the last 16 feet. So I'll follow around. I just thought I would point out how much has changed in just the last week. We've got construction going on everywhere. And anyway, here is almost the finished rail. In the background, you hear Latino music. That's because I've got 5 or 6 guys over working on stone here. You can see the lights are still on, and it's just about 8 o'clock. So rail is bent for the most part. The spur that comes off for my fuel car is already in place. Actually, it looks pretty clean. So this is my backyard now. From something that was clean, I've got stuff poking out of the ground in many places. That piers have been drilled. I have a pier here. This is for the stair that hopefully is going in next week. Piers here. This is an old piece of steel that my concrete guy said he wants to get rid of. So we power washed it, and knowing that I'm headed downstairs, and we drilled piers down here, knowing that once the stair goes in, we won't be able to get in with any heavy equipment until we do the other side of the house. So we have drilled 11 piers down here, and I'm walking on about 1.5 feet of rubble. This is all the material that came out of the holes. It's crazy, surprising to me just how much material came out of these holes. So I'm gonna go all the way to the other end. Here we go, and this is the last hole. This is the last one we could get to, and as far as I wanna go anyway, I gotta watch where I'm walking backwards so I don't fall in one of these holes. But when we finally end up blowing out this side of the home, then this will be missing, and we will do the same thing as this on the opposite side. So we won't have all this pier business, these posts going on. Now we are completely reworking this section here. So we got our pier in to hold the house up temporarily. Then we put a couple more temporary braces in, and we can see that we're going to be creating a wall on the back side, well, to tie into this pier to the house. And then on this side, we're not reworking this part yet, but back up here, we are creating another wall. And eventually, once that piece is done and we put supports in, then we'll take out these last, well, I don't know if we're gonna do it in one shot or not, but we'll take out these 3 pieces, and I will have a new concrete wall as a support underneath our house. And I will actually put up a wall to keep the rodents out at the same time. So getting back to where we were, I'll run over and we can take a quick look at the stonework as well. So these are the 11 piers downstairs, and this is the mound of, what do they call it? Spoils. That's the stuff that comes out of these piers. That's what people have told me they call it, people that work on this. And up the hill we go. Actually, I know what that Okay, I'm going to the front where they're actually setting the stone in place. We already have our corner set. And so this stone has been well cut and rock faced. When we look at the edge of the stone, it actually looks like it was hand chipped, and that's because they go through with a chisel and chip each edge so that it looks broken. And getting back, looks like we have 4 guys going at it this morning so far. And beneath the stone, they actually install this mat. It's very hard, but it offers a nice gripping surface for the stone, and it becomes a boundary so that if we have any kind of cracks in the concrete, that we don't end up with the same cracks in the stone. That is where we are today.